Moving to Germany has really been the greatest decision I've ever made. And being a single mom, Germany has been such a very big blessing to me and to my kids. If you're a single mom, you're planning to relocate to Germany, do not think it twice, okay? All you have to do is just try to be prepared, okay? Try to get yourself really, really prepared. There are some tips I can really advise you on if you're planning to come to Germany. Germany is a very, very lovely and peaceful country. I tell you. The only challenge I can say that I faced when I came to Germany, being a single mom, when I came to Germany, because at first I never thought I would be in Germany. I was once in Italy, okay? So I lived in Italy for quite some few months, at least almost like a year before I moved here. So I never learned the language. In fact, I never thought I would find myself here in Germany until, the father of my kids, my ex-husband. So that was the reason why I found myself here in this Germany. And this is where I have my kids. This is where I got pregnant. This is where I conceived my kids. And this is where I gave birth to my kids here in this Germany. Okay. And one of the challenges I can say that I faced is not learning the language, because it was really, really a struggle. Seriously, but one thing that helped me was that I didn't just sit, okay? Normally, when I newly came across, I came as an asylum seeker, okay? So if you're moving to Germany as an asylum seeker, if you're not coming as an asylum seeker, the only advice I can give to you is that try as much as possible as you can to learn the language, okay? Like, be doing, if I start already to be going to the German courses, to start taking German courses, okay? Because it's really, really help you at least to get the basic knowledge, basic, understanding of German language, so that when you come, it won't be so difficult for you to learn again. Because I actually see some people who has gotten the A2 level certificate, as in language certificate, right from their home country, and they brought it here in order to study, or to study a course, or an Ausbildung, like an a training course, okay? But actually they did not allow them. They didn't allow that. They told them that they had to resit for another exam. They have to retake that language course again, go to the class again, and rewrite again before they come. Because nowadays they don't trust the certificate that they brought or they bring from home, because anything can be forged. They know our African country like that now. That is how bad it has become. Okay, so do yourself a favor. At least if you're coming, get the basic knowledge. Because if you say, oh, like, when you come here, well, if you're a sharp learner, that can work for you. But if you know you're not a sharp learner, language sharp learner, my dear, do yourself a favor to do what? Go to the language course, because it will really, really help you a lot. So when I came to this Germany, first thing that I did when I came here, as we were in the emergency camp, because I came as an asylum seeker, as we were in the emergency camp, immediately I came. In fact, I was taking classes already. I started taking courses on German already. I went to the classes. I did not overlook the inside camp Dutch courses they were offering for free. I did not ignore it. I kept going, and that was what really, really helped me. While other African countries, our African people, we tend to ignore some things and just focus on just money. Our African people, we tend to just concentrate only about working and money, and that's it. But nobody knew that what this at some point will have to drag you down. One thing or the other will make you to go and learn German language, because here all those things are required, especially sometimes when you want to do some paperwork on your resident permit or some cases, things like that. So it is still really, really necessary, because if you don't do it, how will you have the knowledge to write some exams, to get some certain certificates that will qualify you to be able to renew your residence, or your citizenship that you want to acquire, things like that. So it is really, really important to learn it. One thing you should know is that if you don't get the basic knowledge of German, or know how to speak or write, at least, and write speaking and writing. If you don't know how to speak and at least write, at least to defend yourself, you're going to find it really, really difficult in some cases. Like, you will find it difficult to communicate with others. You can't even communicate. Imagine maybe you go to some offices, or you want to take your kids to school and things like that. You can't even communicate. You can't even defend yourself. They will ask you a question. You keep looking. You just do ish, ish, ish. Yeah, 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 yeah. They won't know what to do with you. They won't know how to help you. So they will just overlook you and keep you aside. Another thing is what? Job limitation. You won't even have the chance to get job at all. Like, yeah, I know there are some English jobs that you can do, they can manage to give you, or maybe cleaning job. That's the only thing that they can just easily think that they can get here if you don't have the basic knowledge of German. Okay, that's the least they can even dare say. They will still ask you some question and you still need it, because German here, let me tell you, they are very, very strict when it comes to their language. They are really, really strict. Yeah, you can get English speaking country, but it is so, so limited, and you just be able to just speak that English. That's just what they know in case of incasity. But you must know their language. It's really, really important for you. So another thing is what you'll be feeling so isolated. Like when I came here, I was feeling extremely isolated. Being a single mom here, it is not easy. I'm living here in the countryside, Imagine I don't know how to speak the German. Most of the my neighbors that I do meet and we hang out sometimes, most of my German neighboring friends that we do hang out sometimes with their kids to go and play. I wouldn't know how to do that. I would just be inside. Yeah, it's I really, really isolated, because all my friends, they all live in town. They live really, really far away in another cities. So imagine I can't be going there every time to go visit my friends and everything. So I have to adapt. I had to learn. Sometimes I do go out and I go to my kids' kindergarten. Their parents, we tend to make friends, and sometimes they will invite me over to their place, things like that. We'll go to a play park. We all bring our kids together, we play. So if you don't learn it, you'll be really, really isolated. I'm telling you. So it's really, really important for you. Another thing is what? This one, don't take it for granted. You'll be so dependent on people. Like, you won't even be able to do things on your own. You Germany, let me tell Germany has to do with a lot of paperwork, a lot of letters. They write letters like crazy. Germany love letters. In fact, if I should show you my wardrobe or my cupboard, half of my half of my room, in fact, is covered with bag, like Ghana must go, you know, bag of letters. So those letters, they will come. Sometimes it is for you to read and also reply them and send it back. And they are very, very vital, informative, and really, really important letters. And maybe you don't know how to read it, and you don't know how to reply. So you keep on looking for people that will help you, and even things that is not necessary for somebody to know. You will not go and expose yourself without knowing to some. You now be so, so vulnerable to people. So that will be that. And some things that they are not supposed to know about you, they will now know, maybe they will now go and gossip and maybe tell something to the authority. So you have to learn to, you have to learn to do what you have to learn the language so that you can be dependent on your own self. Okay, you'll be dependent on yourself, because if you don't, that's how you keep depending on people. Imagine maybe you go to some office, maybe all this immigration office. Let's take for instance, you go to immigration office and maybe you want them to renew your document, or you want to, things like that, or passport or anything. Maybe you want to present it, but you don't know how to speak. And they will be looking at you. If you don't go there, you have to look for a dolmetscher. If you don't know, a dolmetscher is actually a translator, somebody who translates language for somebody. So, and getting a dolmetscher sometimes, if you're lucky enough to get a friend who knows how to speak or who understands German, yeah, that one can help you. But before that person will have your time, maybe the person is working or maybe the person is busy. Imagine that person won't even have your time. So you can't even help you. So that's how you just be frustrated. You can't go there, you can't speak what you want, you can't tell them what you want. They won't do anything for you. Seriously, because you need a door matcher. They will write it even inside the letter. If you don't know how to do this or you don't know how to speak, please get a door matcher. So that is it. You'll be so dependent on people. on most, in fact, most everything. You won't know how to do anything. So please, my advice, try to learn this German. Okay. And another reason to learn this German is for better integration, because if you do not learn this language, you can never integrate yourself. They won't even look at you like you when you go to those offices I mentioned earlier, they will even push you aside. Like, they'll keep you aside, they will overlook you and focus on that person who knows how to speak, because you feel lost. You feel like you just be there, they'll just push you aside and attend to people who know how to speak and leave you there. Another reason why you have to learn this German is what? To boost your confidence. Like, since I know how to speak this German language, my confidence is like this. Like, it's like this. Whenever I get invitations to come to any offices or come to any place, I know they shake again. Like, I'm not even scared. If it was before, I used to be so I was shaking. I would keep on shaking, and I don't know what to say. Even sometimes, say I still help myself, because sometimes earlier before I go for that appointment, I will type some things that I feel like I might be asked and things I should answer. Do you know? Because sometimes I don't, the German language, some words might skip my head. Do you understand? It might skip my mind and I don't know how to speak it anymore. So sometimes I feel like, let me just, in case they ask me something like this is how, things like, I'll just prepare myself ahead. And since I have been doing that, my confidence is like this. I know they shake again. Whatever it is, I know they shake again. And one thing that really, really helped me was that in going to that German course, the basic one, right from when I came to Germany earlier, before I even proceeded to do the main course, before they now sponsored me to now do the main course. Because when I came here newly, actually, it was a law. It was a law that they don't pay for people from Nigeria, India, and some other few countries. They don't pay for their language course, because some other country they actually do pay for you, and they sponsor it for you, and you go and learn and get and then you obtain the certificate, and they will train you to any level, even if it's C2. They will train you to that level if you really really want it. But me, what I have is my B1, and I am okay with that level. I am okay for myself, and my B1 even enabled me to do some like professional work that I wanted to do. So as we speak right now, I have my professional certificate and my qualification in case I want to resume to my work. Yeah, that's aside. So another thing is that independence, because since I learned to speak this language, I have been so independent. Sometimes when I even go to my social worker, he will be like, you already know this, just do it. I'll be like, no, this one is really really important, because sometimes all those their school paperwork are still very very tricky somehow, especially when it has to do with kids and from all these important offices. Sometimes I go to my social worker, I won't even lie, because some of their Dutch there, the Dutch, in fact, those letters is when you get to know that Dutch, as in German language, get grade. They will use the deeper Dutch. So you have to go, and all these paperwork are not, most of them are not so easy. It's not my country. So my social worker, it is their job for them to assist me on that. So sometimes I do go to, and sometimes they'll be like, from this woman, you already know this. Stop for me to, they already know that me, I am confident and I do some things. And sometimes the things that I do, things that I apply by myself. In fact, this is my integration course that I applied, that I finished. This is my professional work that I did. My social worker was shocked when he found out that I was doing it. He even found out actually the second month when I was into it. He was shocked. He said, "How did you do this?" So this is the thing, you build your confidence. In fact, when you're working, they will know that don't play with this woman. This woman knows what she's doing, or don't play with this guy. This guy knows what she knows. Or, do you understand? Things like that. So you have really good confidence on yourself. Another thing is this easy communication. It has really, really improved the way I communicate with everybody in my kids kindergarten, the way I communicate to them. In fact, they now understand me, unlike before, unlike earlier days. Sometimes when I'll go there, I'll just be speaking English. I'll be speaking my broken bottle German. Do you understand? They'll be like, you have to go back to school, you have to learn this, but then I'll still learn it. The only thing that is just still one of my challenges, that I don't have anybody around me here to speak German with. Like, I am quite so isolated. That's just the main problem. So isolated. Yeah, only me. I'm the only black in this community. One of my black neighbor who recently came here, I think ending of last year, they are from South Sudan. They don't even know how to speak English at all. So I'm so angry. I was so happy when they told me that black are coming to be my neighbor. I was so happy. Only for them to arrive, and it happened that as when they look me aside, they look down. I'm so angry. But anyway, one good thing is that I think the man has, the husband knows how to speak. So thank God, at least we communicate, and they have little kids. So at least we have to communicate more. So most of the questions that I do get on my, on my email sometimes is coming from some women asking me, how difficult is Germany for single moms? So now you have seen that what Germany is not so difficult. It is you who should make it work. And some of the other emails I also receive is that is the Kindergeld enough for me to live? How am I surviving on the Kindergeld? Is it enough for me as a single mom? I can tell you that, let me say, 90%, okay, the support I do get from Germany government, it is more than enough for me and my kids to live on. It is more than enough. I am really, really grateful because Germany is a place whereby, like, they will support you, and the kids, they don't have to pay anything up to, I think, to secondary school. They don't have to pay anything up to secondary school. I think, yeah, they really, really support in that area. I am not paying anything. I am really, really grateful. One thing you also have to know is that the Kindergeld that people are just elaborating every time. This is why people claim single moms and everything and all that, so that they can start to eat all the benefits. It sometimes it is not all true, okay? Because these kids, the more they grow, the more they demand a lot of things, the more you tend to spend more, okay? I can tell you, since my kids are now maturing and knowing things, they now have sense, let me say, they now know things more and more and more. Their demands for things have really, really increased, and if you're not careful, that money self will not even be enough for you. So sometimes you have to really, really know. And some wise parents also invest that money for the kids. If you're a wise parent, you just invest that money for that kids, just for the future of tomorrow, because no one can tell what can happen. But to be honest with you, those money that they pay is for the kids, and for the kids alone, for the benefit of those kids, for you to give them whatever they want. Because if they come here and they see that that kid is not dressing well, or you're not like is unkept, or you're not feeding them well, sometimes they do check. Do you understand? Come to your house and check, or maybe they sense it, or they notice it and they see it. You're in soup. You're in what? Correct soup. So that money is for the kids, and for the well-being of those kids. Some parents actually are so selfish, they'll use it on themselves, they'll do this, they'll do that. That's not the purpose of that money. But to be honest, the financial support I do get from the German government, it is really enough for me. I can say for the moment, although things are now very, very expensive, but we will manage, okay? We will manage. And this is one of the main reasons why you don't have to depend on the government support, because it can never be enough for you. In fact, it can never be enough for you. You have one or two things you need to do. Sometimes you still have, maybe your friends or your family, you just support them. Sometimes if you find it difficult, you see that that money is not even in, it's not even quarter enough for you to do all those things. So you have to do what? Try as much as possible as you can to get a job if you can. And this is, you have to also know that this money that they are giving to you is from people's money, it's from people's task, okay? It's coming from a purse. So you have to try as much as possible to also be a partaker of the people refilling that purse which they're taking from, because every day immigrants are coming to Germany. You can't stay be under government care forever. You have to try and also to be out, you know take yourself out and give room for the new people that are coming. Do you understand? And this is why a lot of people, some people, they're actually so lazy, they just rely like that on government support. They don't want to do anything again. They have become so lazy. That is not nice at all, to be honest. Another thing is Germany. If you're a single mom trying to come to Germany, another thing I can tell you, do not be afraid. Germany is such a very safe. In fact, if I am to rate Germany on security safety, I will rate it like, you know, I will rate it 97% out of 100. Germany is one of the safest country. I can boast my about that with Germany. It is one of the safest place for you to do what? Raise your children. Do you understand? Because me now, I'm in the countryside. Okay, from here to my main town is not up to 6 minutes with our tram. I'll tell you. But in this place that I am, the kind of peace that is here. One thing again, I have to tell you of being a single mom, if you're planning to, move to Germany. Germany is a place whereby mothers are given opportunity to grow. Not just mothers, but I'm emphasizing on single mothers for this one. Okay, single moms are being given great opportunities to do what? Grow. Do you understand? They can do whatever they want to do. They can learn any skill they want to learn, depending. So Germany is a country whereby if you want to be built, they will build you. And if you want to just stay like that and you know, you use less yourself or be a user, that's your business. Germany will still not mind you. But if you know you want to grow, you want to improve on yourself in your career wise, Germany will give you the opportunity to do that. They will train you up to any level that you want to go. And in fact, they will equip you. If you say today you want to learn hairdressing, or today you're no longer interested, you can decide to do as much house building as possible as you can and get the certificates and keep them, depending if you have the time to do so. Do you understand? Because some things that limits me here sometimes to do some things is my kids, the timing. Okay, as it is, I have some things that I want to learn, but the timing for my kids school, the picking of the kids, sometimes some of those odds bidding are also timing, with the time frame they give you. So sometimes you're going for the practical part and sometimes you're going for the school. So sometimes it is not too easy for single moms with very very little kids. The reason why I was even able to get the one that I managed to get now, my qualification that I get as a caregiver, it was when my two kids were going to the same kindergarten. Mind you, I said the same kindergarten because that time the timing was equal. Okay, they go, I can take them there from 7 o'clock dot. They are there and the kindergarten is open. They can go and I rush and go to my own whereabouts. Okay, but now my first son has changed kindergarten. He's not going to a special kindergarten because he's having some speech delay. Do you understand? So it's now harder for me. Sometimes he goes with the bus, and sometimes the bus comes 8:30. Sometimes they come 7:30. Sometimes they bring him home 12:30. Sometimes 12:35. Sometimes 2:50. Do you understand that? Why my second son is always his timing is always still permanent. So the way I'm finding it difficult is with with my first son, sorry, because the timing is so irregular. So that's just the thing. That's my oldest challenge here. But to God will have it, he will soon be in primary school, soon, soon, soon. And things will regulate again. And yeah, we'll see how I will go back to my profession. But for now, what I'm managing is my mini job, at least for the meantime. I can only advise you, if you're a single mom planning to planning to move to Germany, do yourself a favor to do what? Get the basic language, get the basic knowledge of Dutch, because if you get it, Everything is easy for you. Everything is easy peasy for you. If I can do it, me as I never knew I could speak German. I never knew I could even understand. But I was so determined. I helped myself. Even with my pregnancy, then as we were even in the camp, like as we were in the emergency when they transferred us to another camp, I was pregnant with my heavy pregnancy. I was going to school, I was going to Dutch course. They will be looking at other African countries. They will be looking at me, and now you want carry the whole thing for head pass. My they don't mind that they will try to tease you. No, my today now go and look where they are. Most of them they were teasing me then. Go and look at them, look and see where they most of them are not even in Dutchland anymore. They're now back because the only thing they even see, let me even tell you. Something again, this German language that most people are overlooking would actually save you. This German course was one of the reasons why I got my resident permit today. Okay, because there was a time they put the law, with your German language, with your certificate and some other requirements, which you also have to write again. I don't have to say it here in this video. If you're interested in that, you let me know how to get your resident permit. So things like that. It was one of the things that really, really helped me, and I was able to have it. I had it, and that's why I submitted it. And today, here am I. I'm a resident of Germany with my resident permit, no shaking anymore. So that is one of the benefits. If you're planning to move to Germany as a single mom, you don't have to be afraid at all, at all, at all. Germany is a very, very nice place to be. It's a very, very peaceful place to be to raise your kids. I'm telling you, in fact, you love Germany. Their support is top notch. Everything is top notch. Germany is one of in fact, the best. I have been blessed living in Germany. I feel so blessed. I feel so at peace. Everything is working perfectly, and the system. In fact, the system is working. You can't tell me you don't want to come to a country where the whole system is working. Do you understand? Germany is one of those best countries. So yeah, that's my advice to you. Do not hesitate. Do not be afraid, or do not be skeptical. Only have to do what? Prepare yourself very, very well when coming. That's the only advice. Anyway, it is Sunday, guys, and I said, let me talk to you. I'm just coming back from the church. So I said, let me just stay here and talk. It is really, really cold. Cold. No one finished for Germany. True. Okay, guys, see you. What? Alex, please stop now. Please, you guys. Are you guys ready? Have you worn your jacket, Alex? Your shoes, Nko? This is big. Guys, I am not feeling fine at all. I am not feeling fine. It's not easy. But it's not raining. No, but it might still rain again. Let's just go with the umbrella. It's better. Okay? Yeah. We're on our way to see the eye doctor. Yeah. The organ arts. I'm taking Alex to see the organ arts, you guys. That is the eye doctor. Because they complained about him at school. Walk fast. You guys leave the road though. See. Walk to this side. They complained about him at his kindergarten. So there was this time they were playing outdoor, and in that play they had to leave the way, shift. They had to show them something that is far away a bit, like from afar. But Alex could not be able to, indicate that thing. Leave the road. Stay there. Let's go. You guys should always watch when you're walking on the road. Watch, okay? You're not babies. Walk to this side. So I overlooked it that day though. You see the way they're walking? like chiefs with their umbrella. So I ignored the message at first. So this past week again, they were still playing this. They still did that kind of play again at their kindergarten. So I think one of the teachers of now also wrote me again. So I'm like, this one don't pass, be careful. Let me go and check. Mind you, it is my first son, Alex, and he's going to a special kindergarten. So I don't know. I don't think he has done eye test before, has he? No, I don't think. It was Jordan who has done eye tests before. It was Jordan. For Alex, they also checked him. You know, their children doctor has kind of tested him. But yeah, the children doctor can also test and see if he can show something from afar and everything. He did quite good. So the kindergarten telling me about this, it was like me. I found it a bit strange. You get? So that's why I didn't take it serious until they complained again. That this is the second time. So I said, okay, let me go and check by myself. So today's weather is not good at all. Believe me, today's weather, I'm not even feeling fine. I'm just trying to carry myself. Like I've been feeling so dizzy, you know. I've been feeling so feverish, but I'm just trying to be strong, because if I don't, who will do for me? And yeah, today has been raining and snowing. German weather is one unstable thing that they have. One unstable thing, almost like their law. German law is also kind of unstable. Yeah, their weather is like their law. So anyway, today it will rain, tomorrow it will sun. Even today they will tell you, wait, don't go anywhere, stand there. Wait for the cars to pass. Oh, look at. Aya, now we can go. Go now, run. See them. Oh God. So there's this eye doctor that is around here. So we are going there. Thank God we have one in our village here. Because me, I was thinking it's only because Jordan did his own test in the city. So I think then these people haven't had one here. So now they are open here. So now I'm going to this our village here. Thank God. I hope they are still open. I think they are still. They say they will close by 5. So let's just walk fast and get there and see maybe if they will attend us or maybe give us an appointment date. Then we can call, because Alex has not registered there before. Let's follow here, guys. Is that place better? Come, let's. Jordans, don't cross. Watch out. And I don't even know if it is this giant pimple that has given me this fever. I don't know, because yesterday it brought me so down. Like I took paracetamol still. I don't even understand. I'm not feeling fine at all as well. Go now this way. I'm following here. Give me your hands. Everybody is holding umbrella because we don't know if it will rain. As I was coming back from where I went to today, it was snowing. And now it suddenly stopped. After 3 minutes, it started raining. From raining, it turned to sun. I said, thank God, though. Before I know it, now it started to rain. And now, before we are leaving the house now, the rain has stopped. So we are holding umbrella, I beg, in case the weather changes again. The weather is like chameleon. My goodness. Joy. Yeah, press. No, it's here now. Okay, yeah, it's there. This one is light. Did you press? Is it working? No. It's here. So let's go. Yeah. Wait, let me see. Organ arts. Okay, there is the organ arts. Druken.
I'm scared.
Why are you scary? Don't have to be scared, okay? So let's go.
Yeah.
So we're here. You guys are out from there. It didn't take too much time though. The time they gave us appointments is in May. They wanted to give me end of July. I'm like, hey, it is for kiddo. And then they now said, unless he has complaints, maybe from anywhere, from the school or something. I said, yes, he has though. That they are complaining in his school that he can't see far. So they said, okay. So when they were, when they were giving the appointments manageably, they gave me almost in middle of May. Middle of May is when they gave me. At least better than nothing, and it's very close to my house. So yeah, we can do with this. Look at this bridge. Look at this our bridge, guys. So beautiful. Look at that. I thought by now. Anyway, guys, stop running on. If it is most of our what thing I like about Germany, one thing I like about Germany is that their school system here is so good, like the teachers are working, everybody is working, everybody is very, very observant. Do you get? So sometimes most things that we parents we can't detect in our kids, they will detect it, and they won't just leave you like that, they'll follow your kids up and know. Like Alex now, the way they followed him up so well about the speech and speech delay and everything, some things that he was doing before he started some of the therapies that he's doing. They are too much. They are real good. Some of our Nigerian sisters or our Nigerian aunties now, if they are the one that they tell like your son can't see or this is this, tell them to take it serious. They'll go and challenge the teachers. They'll start agitating. Before you know it, they'll start making problem with the teachers. It's so amazing and so funny what some our African sisters do here in this Germany, honestly. They even give you opportunity to look after your kid where you're there challenging them. Anyway, I really pray that nothing is wrong with my son. Okay, his eyes is okay, but anyway, but let's see, you can never be sure. They can detect it. I haven't detected that in Alex. Alex showed me everything, so let's just see. But I know my son. But let's just see. Some things you can't still be sure. Even people around me, they haven't detected that in Alex. So let's just see what it will be, what the results will be. By then, I'll still let you know what it is anyway. Till then, we're going home. Fam, I'm not feeling fine at all. I am really, really not feeling fine. I don't understand. Whether it's the weather? I really can't tell. But if I get home now, I just need to sleep very well. If I put my head to rest, I should even go and see the doctor because all my body is paining me, all my bones. How could it be from the exercise that I'm doing? I don't know. I can't be from there. This is extra. I don't know how to explain it,